Welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, guys, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
And I'm Oliver.
And today we are talking about The Last of Us Episode 8, it was called.
It was just called Episode 8.
Yeah, there was like no
weird.
name to it.
Did someone fuck up?
I don't know, was there a chapter to the
No,
video
it
game
just
called?
in the game it was just called Winter, and like that's
odd.
yeah. I thought that was weird too. Someone fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we just watched that episode. It came out about an hour ago, and wow. It's going to be really hard for us to like go back.
I don't even understand how we're
know.
supposed to do this.
Oh man. Okay. Let's start out by saying great job to everyone involved in this episode. Bella Ramsey, Troy Baker, Scott Shepherd.
What the fuck, man? Is everyone just talented in the world? What's happening?
Dude, first off,
so good.
Like, I do appreciate them bringing in people from the video game to play different roles, because also it helps those people see it from a different perspective. But I think this fuels my theory that they're making a third game. I think there's a reason they're bringing on these people, so it's like, hey, really get to know this story because we're gonna bring you all back.
We're gonna bring you
game.
back.
Yeah.
If there's a third game, dude,
like they'll do flashbacks.
It's gonna be a record-breaking game.
Third game.
It's gonna be a record-breaking game for sure.
It is. And like, I know we've talked so much about how great this show is, but I really want to just like congratulate Neil Druckmann for like just creating an amazing storyline, because I feel like the game itself was an amazing game.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't screw that up if you're going by what the game's going by.
Right.
As long as you hit the same beats and follow the same storyline, you couldn't miss.
And you heard me. Like, we literally just watched it together.
Yeah.
And you heard me. I was like, oh, fuck, this is game vibes.
Yeah.
And there were certain moments where I was like, oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah. Like, enough to divert.
It was kind of refreshing based off, like, some of the games that are adapted into movies that are like super shitty.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. And
we can have a whole discussion on that.
But it was really, like, this episode alone, really well done. Yeah, I think, what was it, Scott
Shepherd? Yeah.
Amazing job not being Nolan North, but also being Nolan North.
Yeah.
So good. Fucking played David flawlessly.
And like, I know we talked previously about this, and we were mistaken not remembering about the cannibalism in it.
I don't remember that.
I think they just didn't allude to it as much. I think it was still like suggested, like in the dialogue, but I don't think it was like a major plot point as it was kind of in this.
I think they made it so I've learned in like voice acting and stuff to play to your lowest common denominator, like pretend that everyone knows nothing. So in terms of like storytelling, you kind of have to be a little bit more obvious because you don't know who understands and who doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Which is fair. But I don't remember, and please someone just yell at me, because I don't remember it being a part of the game. It might have been. It would make more sense on why like Ellie would be mad. So, but yeah, there was a very intense scene in the game, and they also followed up with that in the TV show as well. It was good.
Like, just the way, like, even because we now have gotten him in the habit of watching afterwards, but like just the way they
finally
like just put everything together, and like the horse and how
shit, I didn't show you that yet.
No, which we will, but I wish I can say I hated and I didn't like anything about it, but I can't.
No, I didn't see anything negative, I should say, about the episode. As a gamer, that was because you don't see so much of Joel, which is in the episode. You see a lot of like Ellie development. You see a lot of shit talking, obviously, which Ellie's known for. Yeah, and you see a lot of like this transition that David has from being like, oh, this good person versus this bad person, and it was well done.
And like it
down to the burning fucking building. Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah.
If you're watching this.
I feel like you see the burning building in the previews of that episode, but you don't really get context.
I didn't get that. I don't see, here's the thing. I don't see the previews either.
Yeah.
I like going in, blind, and then I should probably fast forward to the previews and watch the podcast thing.
Yeah, probably.
But we watched it today.
We did. And it seems like they're getting to the hospital next
episode. The hospital!
Dude. You think it's going to be an extended episode? Like,
how long was this episode?
I think that was like
45?
45, 50, something like that. Yeah. Because episode 3 was like an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was the longest one. 1 and 3. Because 1 was 1 and 2 combined.
Yeah.
And then 3 was an extended one.
It might be.
I think they have to.
I kind of think there's a lot of room there.
Yeah.
It's so funny because you didn't hear me, but while we were watching the episode, I was like muffling under my voice, like, oh my God, they have to kill her now in order to like make this amount of time. And then Troy Baker just fucking shoots her horse.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, they have to capture her now, otherwise there's not going to be enough time because I died so many times in this part of the game. And it was such a like weird, surreal, like, oh, Troy Baker's doing work. Yeah. Cool. Also, props up to Troy Baker.
Yeah, he did very well.
You recognized him before I did.
Yeah. No, I think I recognized him even in the preview, but I just didn't put it together.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
I'm like, nah, that's an actor. I don't know who, though.
I still love that, like, in the podcast, they put video game Joel.
Yeah. Overall, and then also like Pedro Pascal's performance as Joel getting did he do that in the game as well? 2 people?
Yes.
Like killed them both?
So there's a scene that I said, oh my God, that's video game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a person that sneaks down to try and kill Joel or find Joel, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that choking scene is iconic because in sneaking scenes, that's what Joel does.
Yeah.
He chokes him out and he'll just like have them rest there.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, even the camera angles were like,
yeah.
I was like, okay, we're here now.
I do, and I said this during the episode too, like, I'm glad that this establishes Joel's not a saint. Like,
right. It does. Oh, yeah, the interrogation.
Yeah, like, he has good intentions, but his method of ending someone's life is just so much anger. And, like, I get and understand where he is coming from, but from anyone else's perspective, he's just cold-blooded.
Right.
Like, no one knows you went through what you went through.
To anyone else. It's kind of rough. It's
kind of like in Walking Dead.
Yeah, like, it's an interesting dynamic because, like, you've got this person who no one knows that lost a daughter.
Yeah.
And is now, because at the end of the episode, calls her baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Who he
I'm not
going to
lie, I started tearing up a little bit.
Dude, I noticed that. I was like, wait, something's weird here. Something's off. But he calls Ellie baby girl and, like, picturing that, like, this is my person that I have to protect now, basically. And he'll do anything to fucking get to her or, like, have her live.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a scene in the hospital that I'm really looking forward to and hoping they do. But the interrogation scene in today's episode was episode 8. Yeah, it was literally the name of the fucking...
Yeah.
The interrogation scene it's a reflection on that.
Yeah.
And it definitely will reflect on season 2.
Dude. Oh man. My biggest thing about season 2 isn't even like, are they gonna do it? We all know they are. It's like, are they gonna recast Bella Ramsey? Because I don't want them to now anymore. A couple episodes ago, I could have probably done without her, but
I mean, unless they do season 2 like years later and wait for Bella Ramsey to like get older.
I mean, let's say it takes them at least 2 or 3 years to get it out, right?
It's not gonna sell it. She has to be 18 plus. She's 14.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is gonna be hard.
It's gonna be a different actress.
Either different actress, or they're just not gonna span as much time forward. Maybe they just won't do it 5 years later.
Oh, you think they'll just do it like
a year,
less
2,
time, and then just keep the same?
A year or 2, yeah, and keep the same beats.
I don't know because
does someone really change the way they look that drastically in 5 years, from 14 to 19? Like, is that? Think of us. Well, okay, we're different. Because I just thought about that in my head. I'm like, oh wait, yeah,
different.
There was a huge difference.
But hold on, because you have to keep in mind the obstacles that Ellie has to endure in the second game.
Mm-hmm.
She has to take on somebody that's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Abby is not a fucking playground.
Yeah, true.
So, like, Abby... Spoiler alert again. I don't know
Yeah.
how often we have to do this.
I think it's in the title.
Abby's the fucking person that killed Joel. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Do we want someone that's, like, young and like just like 17 to
Zendaya?
No. Abby's jacked. I don't know if you know that. Squiggly Zendaya. But I feel like I would be more comfortable if they switched actresses.
I guess it just depends. We'll see what they say. After next week, they'll probably talk more about it and be more open about where season 2 is probably going.
Right.
But and going back to what we were talking about earlier, that's what I like about these. I don't want to say it's all apocalypse shows because maybe this ranges to more than that. But the whole, if you see it from a different perspective, who's the bad guy?
Right, because, which is why I love this.
Like in Walking Dead, and spoilers if you haven't watched The Walking Dead or in the middle of it, blah, blah, blah. But like, and this is not for you, but example, Negan. When you get to the introduction of Negan, he is the bad guy. He is terrible, right? But now let's say we watch from season 1 Negan's group. Same timeline.
Yep.
Everything. And we're rooting for Negan and his group. And then we get to the point where Rick comes across them. And Rick and his group kill 50 of the people that you've grown to love.
Exactly.
In their sleep.
Right.
You would hate Rick and his group.
Exactly.
So it's like, are they the villain? Now, Cannibals Terminus...
that's a little bit of a different thing.
I don't know if you can ever watch a cannibal group and then be like, I feel for that.
Did not remember that by the way. Jesus.
Yeah. So I just love that this show, almost every episode has that like
dynamic,
that dynamic and that message of like who is good. Because you're following these people and you're rooting for them, but that's because we showed you them first. But we could have showed you anybody first.
So here's what Naughty Dog's really good at, right? Is first off, Pedro Pascal trending. He's daddy,
dude.
Right?
The amount of TikToks.
The amount, right? He's interviews everywhere. People love him.
Yeah.
And when before the second game came out, Naughty Dog literally sent a public message saying, "We're gonna make this hurt. So keep that in mind. Like, we're going to not tug on your heartstrings. We're going to fucking pull." And then...
yeah.
Dead. And then it fucking blew up.
So let me...
If they kill Pedro, it's going to be fucking riots.
The internet's going to break.
It's gonna be fucking amazing.
But now let me ask you this. I'm going to put you in the future, alternate timeline, right?
All right.
Because we know,
because we know, and alternate timeline.
Well, because like we all know where it's going, right?
Yeah, we do. I mean,
but
yeah,
let's
we do,
just say they want to throw dice, and they're like, you know what? We got video game people watching.
What is this, D&D?
Yeah, no, but like we got video game people watching. Let's change it up. Kill Ellie.
There's no way. There's no point.
Unless she's the one that kills the doctor, not Joel.
I don't think so. I don't think they'll divert from that. We've already had a lot of frame to frames.
We have, but
but
that would shock everybody.
That would, but it wouldn't matter then, because like, what's the point in watching? Ellie is the cure.
Pedro Pascal. You act like he doesn't have the power that people just keep watching. It could just be him walking through the snow for 45 minutes and people be like,
whoa.
Did you see him blink? I saw him blink.
Does he need help? I don't think they'll kill Ellie off ever. She's such a driving force for the second game.
If they get third game, do you think they would? Do you think they would in the third game if it comes out? Or when it comes out? At this point, it's a win. Because it's too hype for them not to do a third game.
I don't know. I don't know what they'll do. I mean, the only thing I guess is they'll probably kill off Tommy.
Because Abby's still alive, right? At the end of it?
Yeah. Wait, did I tell you that?
Well, I've seen gameplay.
So Abby...
I just don't remember
Ellie has the ability to kill Abby, but keeps her alive because she remembers the whole reason on like why this is happening is because of Joel killing people.
Yeah.
So...
break the mold.
Yeah, it's actually really sad. She loses function in one of her hands, and she can't play the guitar that Joel taught her. Which is fucking heartbreaking. So he just sits there.
We're also going to probably get that next episode, too.
I want that. I'm still waiting for that.
I thought it was gonna happen in this episode, but they took their time with this part.
This was it. There's something else we're missing. The guitar.
Oh, the I'm your daddy slap.
I'm sorry, what?
Remember that in the episode?
No.
I'm your daddy.
Yo, that was fucking nuts.
Right?
We were both like, whoa. For those of you that don't know, so there's a part that David is in it's like a dining hall.
It's a dining hall of like a resort.
Yeah, and him and James just dragged in the deer. And then he explains that, hey, we found the girl and we found the friend that he's with that killed Alec, I think his name was. Mm-hmm. And someone in the crowd, someone eating, says, you should kill them both. Whatever. Daughter and father, I think she says, or something.
No.
She says kill them both.
Yeah, but it was just the daughter that said it, of Alec.
Right, of Alec.
Yeah, next to her mother.
And then fucking David, this mother
just walks up and pimp slaps her.
Ow! Okay. I didn't expect to be there hard.
It's your own hand.
I didn't know. There's a lot of driving force there. Jesus.
You're stronger than you believe.
Oh, God. All right, give me your face.
Yeah. Let's show it a different way.
But fucking backhand.
And then looks at her in the eye and says, you always have a father and he needs to be respected when he's speaking, which was essentially him. Again, he looked at her and said, I am your daddy.
Essentially.
And then sat down next to the mother and gave her a look of, same goes to you.
For real, though.
But, like, I don't want to get into the bad parts of that character, especially towards the end before Ellie kills him, but, like, that also probably explains the way everyone else was acting around him, because I'm sure that that's what he does with a lot of the people there.
Probably.
He also says, I like it when they struggle.
Right.
My favorite part, which means this is not
his first time.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is really, I don't want to touch on that, but like that was, I'm glad that
it's
was the
something
last thing they talk about before he dies, instead of like showing more of it.
Right. It was a good like closing off.
Like
they
really
did it really well.
That he's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit. Yeah. In the beginning, like there were, like he says grace before dinner, all this stuff.
Which that's a prayer I never heard.
Also, never heard that prayer before.
Never.
Definitely, I think they made it up.
Probably.
Maybe
it's from the game.
I don't think so. Because that backhanding thing isn't in the game. We barely see David. We see a lot of the prison scene. With Ellie and him kind of just talking shit at each other. We saw a lot of that. Thrown on the table as a thing. James, I don't think was there. I think James is a new character. I think that's why he was killed off pretty quickly.
Yeah. The way she broke his finger too. Was that from the game?
Fuck. I don't know.
That acting in that just scene in itself.
Dude, we should just record us playing the first game.
Probably.
And then you play it and I'll watch you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That might be something we'll do over the summer.
Actually, it sounds pretty fun.
Between seasons.
I don't think I have the game. I might have to look for the game.
That's fine. But yeah, so, I mean, overall, fucking, I want to say 10 out of 10, but I'm going to wait. I might go back to this episode of a rating next week. I'm going to say 9.5 out of 10. I don't want to give it a 10 because I feel like it's going to be nothing in comparison to next week. And then I'm going to be like, I can't give them both 10s. If
I gave
one
10
is
last week.
Better.
I don't.
As an episode, aside from everything else, 10. Overall, what we've seen, 9.5.
I'm going to say 9 because I'm not going to rate as an episode.
Yeah.
I'm not rating the entire show yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting until the end.
We'll go back to that
to see, like, as a conglomerate, like
we'll do our top 3 episodes.
Yeah, we'll do that. That's a good idea. All right. You have anything else to say?
Yeah, actually, while we're here, one other thing I want to touch on. I don't know if I sent this to you or I talked to you about this, but there's been a lot of rumblings that they're doing an 8th Harry Potter movie.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
They're adapting A Cursed Child into
Hold
a movie.
on. I think we're hearing 2 different things.
No.
An 8th whole movie?
Yeah.
Because I heard something else.
What'd you hear?
I heard, well, I know Hogwarts Legacy 2 is confirmed.
Yes.
And then HBO adapted a TV show for it.
So so I did hear about that. That actually started a couple years back over pandemic time.
Okay.
Where they said they wanted to reboot it to be more accurate to the books.
Okay.
Which I still think is something in the works.
I think
but
it
they
is
just
too.
recently like started negotiations with the 3.
Okay.
For an 8th movie.
That's kind of crazy. So like, wait, hold on. Does that mean A Cursed Child is gonna be a movie?
Yes. So they're going to adapt that.
But there's only A Cursed Child. There's nothing after that, right?
No. So this will be a last movie, and in the past couple of years, Daniel Radcliffe has come out and said like
Kamut
has come out and said like he will do it again eventually. Just give him more time. He wants to grow to that age. We're there.
Be a dad?
No, just be the age of the character, which is in his 30s. He's like, I don't want to have the makeup and go through the technology. Like,
he's
if
well
I'm going
in
to
his
do
30s,
it,
isn't he?
do it. He's like 32, 33 right now.
He's not that much older? Wait, there's no way. Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, my phone.
But in actuality, though...
I got it.
But in actuality, though, in my opinion, I'm excited for that. I don't think there's been any like rumors or confirmations.
33.
Yeah.
Fucking nailed it, dude. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And it's, I mean, by the time they film it, release it, like by the time they film it, it'll probably be another year or 2.
Dude,
so he'll probably be about 34.
You know how much money that's gonna make?
Yeah. Because all of them have been up to coming back. They did the reunion.
Do you think there'll be some controversy when it comes out, just like the game?
No. I don't think so. I think the game's controversy is, no offense, like I don't regard it. I understand the reasoning. I don't feel like it should be as upsetting, because the thing is like people are now upset that the game came out when it's been in development and announced for years.
Forever.
And all of a sudden now people have an issue.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I lose the weight of it.
Right.
I get the issue. I just wish if it was a big issue, they would have started it.
They had time.
Back then.
They had time. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think this is, especially if it takes a while longer, because they were, at least as far as I know, it doesn't seem like she's involved at all in this. But she wasn't involved
Just
in the play.
licensing? That's kind
she
of
wasn't even involved in the play. That's the thing.
No, she wasn't.
So she just gave approval off it, but that doesn't.
Yeah,
she wasn't involved in the development
signature
or anything of that. Yeah. So like, if they adapt this movie, they don't need her.
Mm-hmm.
They need the playwright to help with consulting on this film. But they bring those guys back. That's super easy. They might have to recast the kids from the end of the last movie.
I would say so. They're probably older now.
It came out in 2011. They're 12 years older now. They're definitely not 10.
Definitely not.
No.
Wait, they're not 10?
They don't stay the same age. They weren't born on a leap year.
We have to wrap this up.
Yes.
Because we're running out of film.
Film? But film? We're over here.
Why is it film?
But like, I guess based on that knowledge, like, is it something you'd be excited to see?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm always invested in like Harry Potter. I wanted to rewatch them, but I couldn't find them on any recent streaming service. I
think they're on HBO.
No, it's on HBO.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Oh, look at later.
Next week, we're gonna see who's right. Actually, you know what? Keep going.
Okay. Oh, you're looking at it right now. I actually just recently got to play Hogwarts Legacy, and it's pretty fucking cool. Like, yeah, I played it at the guy's house.
Okay.
And yeah, it was actually really fun. It's definitely a game you need to invest a lot of time in. There's a couple of glitches that are super fucking annoying, but that's with every new dev'd game.
Yeah.
But they added a lot of detail to the point where like I can walk into anywhere and like drink a butterbeer. Mm-hmm. And like eat food if I'm in the candy shop, like.
Okay, so I was wrong, but it is on a streaming service.
Fuck you.
It's on Peacock.
Oh shit! It actually has Peacock. Do you have Peacock?
Yeah.
I have Peacock now.
Wow. Hopefully, password sharing is not a thing on there.
Just kidding. I'll get it.
Speaking of butterbeer, did you see they have a new non-dairy butterbeer at Universal?
What?
Yeah.
I did not know
at
that.
3 Broomsticks, yeah.
Dude, I want to go to Universal so bad.
Yeah.
I'm really tired of the other place.
Yeah. But overall, like, I don't think there's been anything else in the news. That has been the biggest thing I've seen take the tabloids. I know they've been talking a lot of, like, Ant-Man was really bad, and I'm like, I don't understand.
We talked about that already.
Yeah.
We don't have to bring that back up.
That's been the only thing.
Really quick, how much time do we have?
Probably about 3 minutes.
3 minutes? Did you ride the Tron ride at Epcot?
No.
Or not Epcot, Magic Kingdom?
No.
fucking awesome.
So fun fact, so everyone knows, in case we do bring it back up again, I'm not a fan of Tron.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, not even the movie?
No.
Why not?
Never interests me.
Oh, no, we have to bring this up some other time.
No. I can sum it up real quick in terms of nerds. It reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
I don't know about that.
I've never gotten around motorcycle things. That's why I also don't like Fast and Furious. I don't like vehicles.
I don't know if
as
you
a
know,
plot
but
point.
Fast and Furious is
I know it's cars,
yeah.
but the vehicles as a plot point.
What about cars?
I hate cars.
I don't like cars either.
I don't like planes either.
Planes is not Pixar.
It is.
No, it's not.
It's Disney.
No, it's Disney, not Pixar.
Not Pixar. Okay, yeah. Either way.
Terrible movie.
Yeah. Regardless, vehicles don't do it for me.
We're gonna have to talk about this off. We'll talk about it in post.
Okay. But other than that, can they find you?
You can find me anywhere on any social media platform. The Sphere 21.
And you can find me at Amori Photography, Archangel Film for the production company, and Nerd Locker Podcast on Apple, Spotify, and Anchor, and anywhere else you listen to podcasts. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.